Hi everybody, Gabrielle here. I am back. It's Saturday night. Ooh. As soon as I touch the car, I cut the deck. So we gonna look into. I just saw the Emperor. Who's coming? Who's coming? For both the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine. Now I'm gonna pull out the Monera deck and the Tarot Sexual Magic. I'm gonna give it a few moments. Minutes, whatever. You see who's gonna filter in. You know how we do. Excuse me. Oof. Interesting. I hope everybody's doing fantastic on this fine evening. And whenever you watch this, as my girl Bree says, good morning, good evening, and good afternoon. You know, I love that. I think it's a beautiful salutation. Because, you know, time is fluid and you just never know when folks is going to actually view this. Hi! I don't see the name of who joined me, but thank you. Hey, how you doing? Hey, girl, what's up? Happy Saturday. How was your Halloween? How was your Halloween? I hope it was hauntedly delicious. Ha, ha, ha. Oh, I feel, yeah, okay. Just saw the strength card. Ooh. Lovers. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Are they feeling better? Oh no, excuse me, this is Divine Feminine deck. Mine was hilarious. It was fun. I wore a dickhead, and I mean that. I have a mask, a rubber one, and it's a literal dickhead. And I sat out and gave out candy, and it was the greatest fucking night ever because I laughed, and people laughed, and the kids laughed. It was really, really funny. Like, it was really funny. What's coming? And who's coming? Right? Who's coming for the Divine Feminine? Excuse me, Holy Spirit. Who's coming for the Divine Feminine? Who's coming? Hey, girl! How was your Halloween? Oh, shucks. Thank you for the thumbs up. Ooh, 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 ooh. You know, I couldn't let, you know, Saturday pass without coming on. Oh, good. I'm glad it was good. You know, I'm like, no, that's what I do on Saturday nights. You know, unless I got other plans, I'm going to get on my live and talk to my peeps. You know, get into the business at hand. Mine was fun. I wore a dickhead costume, as I was just saying. Like, literally, it's a rubber dickhead. And I sat out and I gave out candy and I kiki and laughed, and it was a wonderful time. The kids was funny. Like, oh my gosh. Like, for the little ones, I was like, oh, they were like, what are you? I said, anatomy. And he's like, what's that? And I just left it hanging. Like low-hanging fruit. Like a dangling participle. Like, that shit was funny. And then, look, somehow through the course of the night, this little boy hands me one of them glow-in-the-dark wristbands. The little glow bands. And when I tell you, I gave it a piercing, I gave it to Prince Albert. And then the costume took on something else. Yeah. That shit was funny. Wait. When I put the Happy Halloween video up, I had, I kind of flashed it, but I'm going to show y'all again. The camera's kind of close, but look. See, I kept a little piercing in there. Like, it's real. Look, see the little head? You can see all that shit. Like, it's hysterical. Like, I had a good-ass time. Oh, my gosh. Yo, I had some chicks walk up on me talking about, what are you? And I'm like, come on now. You know you done handled a couple of these in your life. You know what I am. Yo, that shit was funny. And whenever somebody looked at me like side-eye, like what the fuck type shit, I just started rubbing both my hands up and down my head like you a fucking jerk off. Yo, I had the most infinite jokes that I don't know where the hell they was coming from. They was just coming. The shit was hilarious though. It was a good ass time. What's coming? Who's coming, rather? Excuse me. Who's coming towards the nonsense? Excuse me. Who's coming towards the divine feminine? Yes, yes, yes. That shit was, and And let me tell you, I had a couple, like I said, there was a couple people out there who didn't quite appreciate my humor, gave no fucks. And that's where I came up with the little, rubbing my hands up and down the mask, like, yeah, fucking you a jerk off. Like, how you think you got here? Now quit playing. But I will say, little girls are amazing, right? Because there is an innate fear. I kid you not, more little girls under the age of 3 was looking like, what the fuck? They were so weirded out. I was like, good, that's the proper reaction. Bravo, bravo. Oh my goodness. And this little boy, he must have been about 6, 7, precocious and shit. He like, what are you? I go, your worst nightmare, right? And his dad starts cracking all the way the fuck up. And so they circle the block, hit a couple houses. He comes back by laughing. He goes, my worst nightmare. I'm sure his dad told him the joke. The shit was funny. I mean, it was a beautiful, beautiful night. It really was. All right, Holy Spirit. 2 more. Who's coming towards me? Divine Feminine. Thank you. Oh, man. That shit was funny. Yeah, that shit was like, woo. And look, I was planning on being a bee. Like, that really was my idea. Went and got a little inexpensive costume and whatnot, but I broke the headband. And I couldn't repair it in time. And then all of a sudden, I remembered that I had this dickhead mask. We're not going to even get into how and why I have that mask, but I do. I do. I didn't have to order it special. I actually just had the shit on hand. So I wore that with the wings from the bee costume, right? And so I was just like a flying prick. I mean, it was just, oh my gosh, it was perfect. I had a good ass time. Let me see. Can we? I'm wild. Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. I get a hair up my ass, and you just never know what's going to happen. But, I was just standing in my doorway, right? Just sitting there, just waiting. I was home like 3 o'clock on Halloween, like waiting for the fucking kids. Like, oh, okay, they finally out of school and shit. Like, I was more excited than they was. I walked into my dad's apartment, and he was like, I had him like doubled over. Like, I was like, okay, if I get him to laugh this hard, it's gonna be a winner. Oh my goodness, it was beautiful. It really was. Who's coming towards the divine masculine? Who's coming? Who's coming towards the divine masculine? Hey, everybody in the room. Thank you, thank you. All of y'all who filtered in, I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. Who's coming? So I'm going to do the traditional Dirty Double. And then I have the vice versa deck for clarifiers and also the Rider-Waite. And we'll see how that all plays out. You know how this go. Who's coming towards the divine masculine? Thank you, Holy Spirit. Who's coming towards the divine masculine? Who's coming towards the divine masculine? Who's coming? Alright. I'm gonna have to, multitask. You know how this go. Gotta get my mind right. Alright, first up for Divine Feminine, we have, let's see, can you see it? Oh, whatever. Queen of Swords, the Will, aka the 8 of Wands, 2 of Swords, 8 of Water, Cups, Hierophant or the Priest, the High Priestess, so that's an interesting divine partnership popping out here. We have Temperance, and we have the Chariot, and the energy is the 7 of Air, and the third party card, it's complicated card as I've named it. Oh my goodness, I've never got this when I've touched this card. Somebody gonna have somebody speaking in tongues. But with the Seven of Air and its complicated card, to me, what that coming down to is that this person is going to be willing to tell you whatever the fuck you want to hear to get you where they want to get you. Period, point blank. So it feels like a snake oil salesman. Eights are very significant. So for Divine Masculine, we have the Lovers, we have the King of Wands, the Hangman, Eight of Swords, that's another 8, Strength card, Six of Swords, Knight of Swords, Six of Pentacles, and there's the Emperor himself. So Divine Masculine is here energetically, so this is definitely more like information they want to know. And the overall energy is the Five of Swords and the Eight of Cups. So the Eight of Cups has made its appearance twice out here. And the bottom of the decks, respectively, are two. Wow, it's a Knave of Fire. I can't. Oh my gosh, in both of them. Look at this shit. So there is some passionate messages coming in real hot and fast in both directions. You know, we all know that it's the retrograde season, and it brings back every Tom, Dick, and Harriet, and fuckboy, and fuck it in the known universe into the orbit on some shoulda, coulda, woulda, I wonder how, you know, old girl, old boy doing type dumb shit. So it's a time to have your phone on fucking vibrate and or mute or do not the fuck disturb for the next 18 days. Or actually, we're down to 16 now. Just saying. Plus the 2 weeks post retrograde in terms of any little retarded shit coming back into your frequencies. I'm just saying. We all know. We all seasoned in the game. So there's no ifs, ands, or buts or questions about it. But I do think it's very interesting how the Divine Feminine has both the High Priest and the Priestess out here. That's pretty eye-opening is how that feels. Like, okay. Nah, I do feel like there's a cap. This feels a little new because I think this is the wrong approach. It's interesting because I have this divine pair out here and I can't. You know, it's one of them things like, damn, it's rare you get both them motherfuckers out at the same time. At least for me. It's usually clarifying energies. And I'm like, wow. And this person could actually deliver. But I don't think the approach is proper. And I think that they messy is what this feels like. It feels a little messy. And I know, like you know, like I know, that you know that messy's no bueno. But your Divine Feminines, the independence you've been exuding, you do see how she out there in front of everybody showing her ass, right? Just, now, that could be a little egoicness, but I don't know, you could just be on your queen bee and shit, you know. Everybody need a little ego here and there, as my mama would say. And she's not incorrect. But I do feel a little bit of that right there with this showing of the ass. And this crowd standing around, you know what I mean? Some of this is not giving a flying fuck. And that attitude of not giving a flying fuck is the reason why you've been attracting so much attention. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I see 5 known suitors and 1 in the periphery. It's funny, normally the background of this comes in clear, like it's a shore town, something like that. So if you were at the beach, the shore, or something like that not too long ago, that's how that's coming through. In a not too distant past, this might have been someone you connected with there. The one off in the periphery. There's two. One more seen, and there's one you kind of like forgot about completely, potentially. Barely on the radar. But you just been, you know, doing you and watching motherfuckers drool. Careful with that. Yeah, some of this is showing off. I don't, do you, boo. You know what I mean? But we all know pride goeth before the fall, so we don't want to give you a reason to have to learn a karmic lesson about humility. But if there are people who were, you know, praying for your downfall, then continue to flex on them by all means. And this isn't in that sort of way where you like kikiing in somebody's face. No, literally your success is their stress. So just continue to be successful in that regard. But yeah, you got a smooth talker. But I feel like this person is significant, ironically enough. It's only because I'm seeing both the higher, you know, the Hierophant and the High Priest, the priest and priestess out here. And it's like, huh. Now that's a real spiritual connection. And that's what I mean, that this person's approach is probably not going to fit right. Because this connection, it's going to feel, it's just going to feel like something immediately. And I think, Divine Feminine, what's going to surprise you, right? Because so many have been abstinent and celibate through this journey, especially as they've committed to being the bridegroom of Christ. You know, just being in that high vibration, always ready, keeping yourself, you know, pure and that sort of shit. It's going to surprise you because you're going to want to give this motherfucker something. And it's, I mean, seriously, you're going to go home and pray about it. And you might have already had this encounter. It's kind of what this feels like. That's funny. But I said who's coming, so I don't think the majority of you have had this interaction just yet. But whoever this person is, they have somebody. They do. And to me, it feels like they married. Mm-hmm. But boy, I'm gonna have you speaking in tongues. Who the fuck say shit like that anymore? I'm all of a sudden all the different languages that's printed on a card is jumping out, and I'm like, really? Or maybe this person is of foreign origin. That could be another thing. This person could, you know, not be from where you from. They could speak multiple language. They could speak Italian. They could speak French. They could speak German. They could speak English. All right? Yeah, that's yeah. Yeah. But whomever it is, feel like they got prior commitments, legal ones. And so, be mindful. Be really, really mindful. And I feel like it might trigger some of you because of all these eights. You're going to feel like you've done this before. But again, this shit's spiritual as fuck. It is. You gonna feel like something literally guided your eyes to lock. Oh my God. Yo, y'all funny as shit. This person literally is head. How do I say this tastefully? I don't think you can. This person speaks to your vajayjay. I kid you not. Like they like the pussy whisper. Shit, that's what we gonna have to name this from my book. Divine Feminine, you have the pussy whisperer heading your way. I don't know. I didn't know it was such a thing. But apparently, it is. Mm, mm, mm. Holy shit. Hey, Allison. Hey, Carolyn. Mm, mm, mm. Mm. This person, I don't feel as though is going to be honest about their commitments. That's the energy of it all. Anybody that's coming toward you in the near future, even if there is this deep connection, this deep spiritual connection with this high priest and priestess out here, mm, but we don't, you know what I mean? And this is not me throwing shade. I'm just calling it like I see it. If you choose to do that, then you choose to do that. Not everything starts off, peaches and cream. There's always karmic debt to pay for such choices. I'm just saying. Just making you aware. Not telling you what to do. What's that? Genuine song? Let's play a little game. A forte, a little fantasy and foreplay. Yeah. I ain't heard that shit in a minute. Let's play a little game. Oh, shit. Anyway, let's get into the reading. Queen of Swords. The Will. Eight of Wands. I really do feel like this stunting. This shit funny. It really is. You just been speaking your truth. Telling people where to go, how to get there, what body part to kiss along the way. Just literally doing you. So don't let the door hit you with a good low or split you type shit. Oh, dang. But I feel like somebody that you might have had that sort of communication with. Shit, honey, this could be somebody you know. Oh, it is retrograde season. I mean, I could say this is divine counterpart, high priest, priestess out here. In some ways, because she precedes the Empress, you could just really be on that spiritual shit. Like I said, a lot of us on the journey, both male and female, have been in this state of treating themselves like they're a true temple. And so, the Empress is usually pregnant. That means she is open and receptive. And the High Priestess knows a bunch, but she's not really open to sharing. And so it just shows the difference in the energies. You're dealing here with two very stern people. But two people who were very much grounded in their I do I say this? Because it's not about the flesh, but at the very same time, there is something that's going to arouse the two of you. When, like, the minute you come into contact. Like, I don't give a fuck if you ain't been wet in 20 years. You about to be. And it's what they say. This person is going to... And I feel like I really do, because the will's out here. And the 8 of Water's out here. So that's like indicative of someone walking away. Yeah, this person knows what to say to you. And I feel like they up their game. Like, really. They gonna have like this this gold aura. Just gonna be drawn to them. Like, I'm really not getting past life. I'm not. I'm getting like, nah. Nah. This is definitely somebody you was like, I'm good. They've been reflecting on some things. And the energy you putting out is pretty fucking serious. And they, like, again, it's like the same shit from before. It's like they want a little bit of it. But I'm going to remind you, you made a decision that you value yourself more. That self-preservation with this 8 of Water was much more important than the pursuit of this. For some of you, this was a long-term commitment. Or maybe the idealized version of a commitment. Maybe a marriage. But it's like, after consulting, you know, your higher self with the High Priestess here, you found more balance in satisfying the masculine energy within. For the Divine Feminine, you see how small the objects she's holding is, right? You see the little Oscar guy here she's holding, the little prize, and the little guy sitting. See how they both have scarves? How she's like preserving, like they're being preserved. It's like you decided to preserve your own masculine energy within, instead of trying to find fulfillment with what you were looking for in someone else, and you took divinely led action to move out of there. This is a return. This is still retrograde shit. So for the vast majority of people, it's somebody you used to know. Could have even been married to, someone you thought would have been a good partner or whatever. But this person's about to, like, really. Knave of Fire, Ace of Fire, Queen of Water, and then the Judgment card, Punishment, which is the Hangman, 2 of Fire, 2 of Water. Yeah, this is a former soulmate. They're coming back around, but we all know this. But like I said, the way they coming back is still not right. They still want some sexual shit. Talk about have you speaking in tongues. That's the wrong MO. And this is, since this is a very spiritual bond the two of you have, it's like, how are you still here? How are you still on this level? Like, Bet y'all even know I was multitasking like that, did you? Hey, everybody who joined the room. Yeah. Yeah. And I feel like, look, Even if you made the choice for self-preservation here, see the tiptoeing away, the male footprint here, and I feel like this person like slowly backed up, like crept away. I don't feel like this is a legitimate ghosting situation. I feel like they faded and you decided to take the hint. See how the arrow is real straight? Like, oh, you got the message loud and clear. So you see how the skirt, the dress here would have been in the water, how she pulled it up. So, you know, her emotions wouldn't pull her down, so to speak. And you were able to get out of there keeping, like, you were able to separate it. So, yeah. Compartmentalization is what this feels like here with this 8 of water. See her face? See how she like, what the fuck? Like, oh, I never. Like, that's offense. If this, not even if, this person walking away, that shit was offensive. Especially given the state of this spiritual union. For some of you, you really felt as though this person, either this is going to happen or this has already happened, that they manipulated the bond that you had between the two of you to get some pussy. This time around, you funny as shit. You might, oh my god, that shit funny. So, like, it's going to surprise you when this person shows up, is what this feels like. See how it goes from the 8 of Wands, excuse me, the 8 of Water, the 8 of Wands is up here, and how her mouth's all open, she's surprised as shit, and then the very next card, in the Hierophant, the priest card, her mouth's still open, like, what the fuck? It's like, when this person returns, right, see the priest here, see the chick in the wedding gown, again, in the temperance, the veil, see how the veil was up here. That union with the spirit, with the divine, is very powerful. Very, very powerful. You were already in the process of that union with the divine when this person made their grand exit. But at the same time, it's like, you still had hope. There's still optimism, and that maybe that could be salvaged, if you will. But that's not how that played out, and they crept away. That is a steady creep out. When this person makes their return, and they gonna show, how she say it, they gonna show up in a divine suit, again with the priest outfit on, and you gonna be just as surprised as you was the day they walked away. Like, I can't believe this shit. Why? Because you can't believe they had the fucking nerve to return, even though we all know they always come back. That's just the rule. That's life. That's the karmic scales. You can't hurt someone and do them like that without, them. It's just the way it go. It's gonna always linger in the back of your mind. It is, especially if you're not a genuine scumbag. Like, people make shitty choices, but that's not the totality of who the person is. That word keeps coming up. Totality. I'm gonna have to meditate on why it keeps cycling through so much right now. But that's not all of who they are. And so it's like, all right, do I judge this person by one act, or do I give a person another opportunity? Now, that's just the scales, right? Either you will or you won't. You ain't got to. But you also don't have to be somebody's kicking post. You know the signs real quick if somebody is still the same. It don't take long. But here's the thing about what I know about reunions and reconciliations across the board, not just romantic ones, even in friendships. You can go 5, 10, 20, 30, 40 years. It don't matter how long the time is between you and another person, and it's been when you've seen each other last, right? I know I jumbled that, but you get what I'm saying. They're always going to go back, if they haven't grown spiritually, to the last place and time where you all connected. And if a person lingers there, right, it's okay to reminisce. It is. They're like, oh, you remember back in the day when we was kids, or we was teenagers, or we were like, whatever, senior year, we went and did this. It's okay to have a memory pop up. But if you see someone constantly just stuck there, right, and they're not interested in building new bridges with you, meaning new memories, then you already have your answer. You can get off the merry-go-round. Matter of fact, it's not even started. But you have to have your spiritual ears and eyes open to even to be able to spot it. So if you see that, you hear that, you like, oh, okay, it was real good to see you. Right. You ain't got to hurt nobody's feelings with it, but you see that somebody's spiritually stunted, that they stuck in that same little time loop. It's like the people who refuse to grow up. Now, I ain't knocking nobody who like to go out and dance and shit. But I do have issue with people who want to be amongst people who are not their age bracket on a regular basis. It's okay to mix and mingle. But what really do you have truly in common with someone 20, 30 years younger than you, long term? Now, it does happen. I've seen, love occur in all sorts of fashions. But in your peer group, and I'm not saying you can't learn something from people, but if you can hang out with someone that much younger than you, then I hope you have the capacity to hang out with people that much older than you. And that way you're just a diverse person. You're not trying to cling on to a phase of your life that is already gone. To me, it's like a type of arrested development. I love diversity. I don't like emotional stuntedness, and especially spiritual stuntedness. So, you know the signs and symptoms. This person might have caught you, like I said, when you was on your first part of your journey, and they said all the right shit. They manipulated the information given to them by source, like I said, to get some pussy. And here they come back around. I almost feel like to do it again. Yeah. Why? Hey, Sunshine, how you doing, honey? All of a sudden, I just started hearing Della Reese. I got a girl. Yeah, you know the rest. Mm-hmm. Best she ever had. Best she ever had type shit. But this is reflection. I do want you to know that. It's just not strictly physical. Although with all this wand energy I feel out here and see, it's not a lack of physical want. Be very careful. Be very, very, very careful. I see sperm in the fire. I'm just telling you now. You got that fire. You got that fire. Won't you holler at a nigga if you want that Oscar Mayer? You better be real careful. Y'all see? You see that? Fertile murders. You better be careful. I get the feeling for specifically, this really feel like one, maybe two. It's one. They never deleted that video. I'm just saying. They still got the video. Whatever that means to you, just saying. They're going to be real surprised because you're not going to be, even though you're going to have a gush, so to speak, you're going to have urges and desires. You're not acting on them. You're not. I feel like in this instance, you are so enraptured with what you have going on with your co-creation with the universe right now. You wouldn't do shit to jeopardize it. Look at the Chariot. Her eyes are closed holding the movie camera, right? She's like, it don't even matter what come next. Like, I just know Jesus got the will type shit. Just saying. You've never felt anything like this, like what you have going on with the divine. That's real cool. You know how when they say on the film set, it's a wrap, it's in the can? That's what I'm getting with this. It's in the can. Like, it's already a done deal. Whatever this is. Whomever this person is that's coming back around, who's coming to you. Yeah, it's a fire sign. I kid you not, though. Or they got fire prominent in their chart. I got the Page of Wands under both decks. King of Wands under here. Let's see. You, Holy Spirit, tell me more about the High Priest. Messages of love. Page of Cups comes out. Is that the fucking High Priest? Yes, High Priestess. Look. Told you. Divine Feminine. Then look. 4 Wands, 3 of Cups. I can't make this shit up. Then look. Queen of Wands. Your counterpart. But you know this. You've been feeling it. You've been trying to block this person's attempts to pull on your energy. You feel them trying to manifest the connection back with you. Look at that shit. That's wild. I even feel like this person might have even tried to send you like snail mail, like an actual physical letter, and it got sent back to him. I don't know if you moved. They feel that energetic pullback. You ever see Dragon Ball Z when the bull be doing the Kamehameha wave? See, he's pulling his his chi back in, or you are like you. It's like going counterclockwise opposed to clockwise. And all that's doing is pulling them in slowly but surely. Look at that shit. Look at that shit. Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, Knight of Wands. Get the fuck out of here. All it's doing is pulling them. Look, Sun, Star. Get the fuck out of here. Whatever the fuck you doing, bitch, keep doing it. It's working. It's working. It is fucking working. Continue to do you. Is all I can say about that. Because you can feel the tug of war. And you like, I will have none of that. You like, how many times do I have to spiritually sever this tie before they get the fucking hint? Like, you in the fucking mausoleum praying in the crypt like, Lord Jesus, I've already killed this shit. What else do I have to do? Some shit you can't kill, and you know that. You do. You the High Priestess. You coming through Divine Feminine very strongly in this High Priestess energy. You know. You know. And when you know, you know. And it's kind of like I was saying to Allison earlier today, that a lot of us, when it comes down to free will and whatnot, that we're all just variations of Jonah in the fucking well. Yeah, you think you got a choice in where you going. You gonna be where you supposed to be when you supposed to be there. That's it. You can run, but you can't hide. That's this shit what this feel like right here. Mm. Alright, now I'm hearing if you like it, you better put a ring on it. So for some of you, like I said in the beginning, this does feel like what you want is marriage. And you not giving up the goods until you get it. I'm proud of you. If you've gone this long without sharing your energy and your body with anyone, you know what you want, then stick to your fucking guns and do not compromise. Do not compromise. It's working thus far. Why would you fuck up the program now? Why, look, what's the expression? Why would you buy that cow when you get milk for free? In this instance, for this person that's resonating for, you're 100% right. And like I said, with this energy being as deceptive as it is, with this person still being tied up, boo loving with somebody else, meanwhile trying to reach their hand in your fucking cookie jar, yeah, you keep them knees locked. You keep taking care of your own business, as I see. Oh shit. I see what you're doing. Somebody done got real deep into the mystery schools. God bless you. I see that. Oh shit. You a different kind of priest. Priestess, huh? Mm-hmm. You understand? Oh, fuck. Yeah, you do. I'm gonna need you to, I'm gonna need you to email me, okay? Intuitive Downloads 19 at gmail.com. Mm-hmm. Um, Something of the light. Oh, okay. You're more of a, I don't even want to put you out there like that. Fuck. Do I say that? Yeah, because I ain't gonna know who you are. Order of the light. Like, you're more like of a, like, there were the people who, the Amante. How about that? Short and simple. Like the other deck I have. There are some who helped the Divine Feminine and aided in her cause, and there are those who aided in the cause of the Divine Masculine. Your cause is that of the Divine Masculine. I want you to inbox me. That's the most tactful way I could put that shit, bitch. We gonna work this out. I feel like you have something to teach me. Interesting. Anyway, moving on. Mm-hmm. I have something to share with you, apparently. Also, but we'll do that in a much more controlled environment. Anyway, Divine Feminine, back to the reading. Let me see. Here we go. What does Divine Feminine need to know about this person coming towards her for the collective energy? There's a fucking message of love. Yo, Page of Cups again. Y'all gonna have to give me more. I'm sorry. That shit funny. 6 cups. Okay. Give me a second. So we got Page of Cups. The 6. Queen of Wands. Page. Death. That's what I pulled before. They're like, no, that was pertinent. Hangman. 8 of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. There's the 8 of Cups again. That's the 3rd time it's making its appearance. And the 2 of Wands. Leaving, leaving on the midnight train to Georgia. Oh, he said he's leaving. That's so fucked up. I'm sorry. I ain't mean to laugh like that, but that's a hell of a song. Like, that's some old school shit. He said he's coming back. Oh, golly. Whew. Alright. So there's a message of love coming in. We've established that. We know it's somebody that you've already been with in this fucking lifetime. I kid you not. For some of y'all, y'all have only been separated maybe 4 to 6 months. I'm going to say realistically, 4 solid months. 0 communication. But here's the thing. This 6 of Cups is acting very much so like the 7 of Pentacles, where I'm looking at all the flowers in the sea in the cups, and they've grown. And so in that period of time, the seeds that were planted have had a chance to flourish a little bit and has done their trick. Because look, that's 7 cups right there. It's like somebody couldn't make up their mind. They made up their fucking mind, and here the fuck they come. I was your uncle, and we go back around the loop. Yeah, this gold is serious. Like, I don't know if this person is gold toned in their skin. I don't know if they like the color gold. I feel like the auric field is gold right now. It's a really kind, warm energy. Maybe the solar plexus finally came online. Ooh, yeah, that's definitely it. They feel it in their soul. Okay. And so now we have Queen of Wands, Page of Wands, Death card, Page of Pentacles. Alright. That's why I said this shit, you know, a little young in the action department. But maybe that's just because it's inexperience. But let me see, actually, who would I be missing? The Page of Swords, right? That's the only little sneaky motherfucker that ain't made their ass known. Because, again, Page of Fire came out here twice. Page of Cups, Page of Pentacles, Page of Swords. That's the spy. I mean, excuse me, the Page of Swords is messing here. That's the spy. And look, bitch, you know, because Queen of Wands is, to me, is almost synonymous with the High Priestess. It's the same sort of energy, you know, with the intuition and the powers and the ESP and all of that shit, and the seductress energy. And you know, you looking over here like you see this shit coming. You over there shining this pole up, making sure it works and shit. Ooh. Is someone suffering from erectile dysfunction? Every once in a while, that shit pop through. It's so I guess it's kind of like the karmic revenge, a little bit, right? Because women, we get such a bad rap. Men make it seem like it's this hard obstacle to make a woman climax. It's really not. You just gotta have the inclination of one or two. It's really just that simple. Like, I'm just fucking saying, it's not really rocket science. There's not an algorithm involved. It's just a little paying attention type shit. But when a man gets to a point in life where he's having issues, usually the underlying issues are health related, blood pressure, you know, things of that nature. You might want to go see a doctor, not just be worried about whether you drill or just saying to the fucking tension. But for this, that's what this is. This person literally, like, he's, you, ooh, is that what you're feeling? When this person beats off, you feel them? Like, he's literally shining his fucking pole right there. Wow. And youthful fucking exuberance. Anyway, TMI. I'm sorry, I ain't checked the comments in a minute. I'm not seeing evil. I'm sorry, I just saw your comment, Alex. I'm seeing kind of an asshole, but not evil. But I'll pull. You have to wait to the end of the reading before I take questions. Good. I'm glad you took the mirror down. Yeah, you know they be out there trolling for cookies. Yeah, funny. Sipping my wine. Mystic's Corner, you are never late to the party. When you arrive, you're always on time. Anyway, yeah, this person has some very salacious thoughts about you, but you feel all that. Even though this person's coming with this loving communication, this message, the fact that that fish is in that cup, this is what it is. It's the underlying sexual energy. This person's coming to communicate with you that they've actually taken steps to wrap up that previous relationship. See how the Death Rider is stomping and trampling over the Hierophant energy? To me, that is the commitment, like the legal commitment. Yeah, that's the Knights. I did see 3 fucking Knights. I can't even front. There's a lot of immaturity about. I could see that as spontaneity, but with the amount of pages out here in the Knights, and still be running from their emotions, running all aspects of emotions. This person has put an end to that. And now they're coming to present you with a small token. This is an offer, too. Like, this could be a deal of some sort. This feels like a peace offering. Could be like an apology. I was like, I'm sorry, I bought you something type shit.